Hey folks, in one of our last videos, we had talked about how to find the tonic for major keys in key signatures with sharps and in key signatures with flats. We are going to do a little bit of review of that in this process, but this is how to find the relative minor key signature. And it's going to be the same process for key signatures with sharps and key signatures with flats. So right now I'm just going to go ahead and add some sharps to a key signature and we'll just go from there. So just to review, just like with our last video, we've got first sharp is going to be the one furthest to the left, and the last sharp is going to be the one furthest to the right. We have two sharps. In this case, C sharp is going to be our last sharp because it is the furthest to the right. And we can consider C sharp the leading tone, or T. And we're going to go up 1/2 step to the tonic in this major key, which is going to be D. So we would be looking at the key signature for D major. Well, what if this were a minor key? There's a couple of different ways to think about this. And it could be that you could count and consider this Do and go down Do, Ti, La, and that would give you your relative minor key signature. So in this case, this would be the key signature for B minor. Some folks really like that way of doing it. If you grew up learning law-based minor solfege, then this probably makes a lot of sense to you. Another way to potentially think about it is as the sixth scale degree in that major key. So if you're somebody who, let's take another one for example, just for giggles, let's do a bass clef example and let's make it flat. So we'll do B flat, E flat, A flat, and D flat. Again, to find what Do is, what the major key is here, we would go to there's a couple different ways to do it. One of them could be go to the last flat, consider that Fa, and then we would have Fa, Mi, Re, Do. So A flat would be our Do, or you could just go 1, 2, 3, go to the second to last flat, and that would be your Do. But in any case, A flat is going to be our Do. So A flat major. But again, if this were minor, you could think of it in a couple of different ways. You could do a major key or a major scale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you could say, okay, this is the first scale degree, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which is the same as 1. You go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and say, okay, F minor would be the relative minor key in this case. So there's two different ways to potentially think about it. You could just go Do, Ti, La and say F, or A flat, G, F, and that could give it to you going Do, Ti, La, or you could say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you would have F minor. Either one is going to get you to the right place. Some people even like to consider it and they go, okay, I'm going to count half steps and go down. That can be a little tedious, but it's entirely up to you if that's the way you want to do it. But that is how you find a relative minor key signature